What's happening, everybody? Lucky here from Anime Casuals, and I just finished Blood of Zeus on Netflix, and I thought I would give my general opinion on it. And I'll try not to spoil anything, but I am going to show clips from episodes 1 to 3, and there are only 8 episodes, so if you want to go into this completely fresh, you can check out some of our other videos. So first off, I'll just say that I love this series, mainly because I just generally am intrigued by Greek mythology. I was a big fan of God of War and how they put their own spin on the Greek mythos, and this series reimagines Greek lore in an interesting way as well. To avoid spoilers though, I won't get too into that, but let me start with some of the good parts of this series. The action scenes in this are epic, especially towards the end. You can tell they really wanted to emphasize the size and scale of war when it comes to gods and giants. Just a quick side note for people who are new to Greek mythology, the Titans and gods were at war with each other until the gods won. The Titans and the gods have a very interesting relationship in that the Titan Cronus fathered the gods Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, and of course Zeus, with his wife Rhea, but was told in a prophecy that one of his children would betray him, and so he decided to eat all of his children, until Rhea, who conspired with the Titan Gaia, decided to stop this and gave Cronus a stone instead of baby Zeus, and raised him in secret. Zeus eventually saved his siblings and imprisoned his father in Tartarus, and blah blah blah, you get the rest. This series seems to stick to that premise, and I just want to remind people, because I made the mistake of thinking that the Giants and the Titans were the same thing. They are completely different. And I won't go too much into that, but I just wanted to make sure that people know that. Anyways, the characters are pretty solid, and for the most part were able to invoke a sense of empathy out of me, but some characters that were introduced later, again I won't spoil who they are, felt kind of rushed in their development, but this series could get a season 2, so I don't want to dock too many points off for that. Also, since we're starting to get into some of the negatives, this one for me is a positive, but could be a negative for some. It gets really gory sometimes, but I've definitely seen worse. No, Guts, you don't come back until you get better animation. Anyways, the gore in Blood of Zeus definitely adds some realism to an otherwise fantastical story. So, piggybacking off that last point, there are some negatives. Some of the comedic moments in this are a little forced. There's a character in particular towards the middle that you can tell is supposed to be the comedy relief, but it's hard to convey that organically when every time he's on screen, you know he's there to make some type of joke. So it gets pretty predictable. Also, he doesn't show up till after the episodes that I'm showing, but you'll definitely know him when you see him. One more on the negative side, the animation is a little choppy when people are just walking around, but seems pretty crisp when the action scenes are happening. I'm not sure if that's by choice, but I did eventually get over this pretty quick and was able to enjoy the series. Overall, I feel that the series did a good job conveying the gods, and you're kind of left wondering who was right and wrong towards the end. The main character, Heron, is not from Greek mythology, but fits in just fine, and I wasn't completely invested with him until maybe episode 2 or 3, which is a lot more than I could say for Kazuya from Rent a Girlfriend. Just saying, still not invested in that guy. Anyways, venting aside, this is a pretty good watch and is only 8 episodes, so it's not a huge time investment. I do recommend it overall, and you could watch it with someone who doesn't particularly watch anime since it's geared more towards an American audience. Even though I was kind of wanting more, they might make a season 2, so when that happens I'll be sure to give you guys a more in-depth review. For those of you guys that did watch it, what did you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, if you have any anime you'd like us to check out, we'd love to do a video about something that you guys are interested in. Until then guys, remember to keep it casual.